The trolls reside. There's a Twitch channel where legends collide. Troll of games, spinning tales unseen, streaming Dungeons and Dragons in a world so unseen. With dice in hand, we venture through the night. The Dungeon Master weaves his magic with all his might, gathering warriors, wolves, and elves. Lost in a labyrinth, no one can tell. Gather round the screen, let the stories unfold. It's rolling armor, leading the way. Troll of games, we're here to stay. Troll of games, spinning tales unseen, streaming Dungeons and Dragons in a world so obscene. Trolling warriors, dwarves and armor, leading the way. Troll of games, we're here to stay.
Troll Lord Games has been around for a long time. We've 25 years back, and we've seen a lot of tech. When I first got my first computer back in '90 whatever, a friend of mine didn't have me do anything with Microsoft. Everything was DOS based, and we downloaded this program called WordPerfect. So I used everything in WordPerfect. When we started TLG in '99, that was the program that I was still using. And when we signed with Gary Gygax in '01, he began sending us products, his manuscripts in Word. I didn't use Word. I didn't have any software for Word. I used everything in WordPerfect. So Todd Gray and I painfully translated everything, or whatever we did, whatever you got to do to get from one program to another back in 2001, 2002, to get all of Gary's material in WordPerfect. Once in WordPerfect, we edited it, cleaned it, published it, sent it on about its business. And the ironic thing is now, years later, that we're revisiting the stuff that Gary sent us. And I don't have his original Word files anymore. I only have the WordPerfect files that we translated everything into. And now that we use Microsoft Word, keeping in mind in those days I was kind of, I didn't want to use anything Microsoft. Still really don't want to use anything from a big corporation, but we now have to translate everything back to Word. So there you go. There's your irony, and your tech development. Trollord Games. Trollord Games has been around for a long time, and we've 25 years.
Trollord Games. Join the fray.
There, that'll fix that problem. And probably create another one. Yep, there we go. Now it's fixed. There we go. It reset itself while I slept. I love that about audio. You can everything. We did a stream yesterday, right? But of course, while I slept, it reset itself. I'll never understand that as long as I live. I'm saying all sort of exciting stuff. Narg, I actually gave away the secret of the universe, but no one heard it. Oh my God, what am I going to do? How is everybody this morning? You guys are looking great this morning in your little virtual texting appearances, right? Right? I know, darn. Hit rewind. Oh shit, still no sound. But anyway, Joining today will be Richard Dawson, Paul Lind, and Charles Nelson Riley. That's right. All the game hosts and show hosts over the years will be here. That's right. Let's see. Steven messaged you up last night with his silent spell. Yeah, that's no kidding. Let's see. Net Navi, good morning. Doug Mars, what's up, Doug? Zach the Nubula, Savage. Early crews in here this morning. There's the Bean lurking around. Matthew Blackwell, what's up? Yep. Yeah, that's a cool little song. I'm going to try to see if I can talk him into going back and fixing some of it a little bit. Tune it up a little bit more in our flavor. He come over from the 5e community, so nice young boy, but I'd like to see him do something really cool with it. Got a Peach Beaver a little while ago and browsed it right on. Let's see. My Players Handbook will be here today right before I take a vacation. Nice, bro. I go on vacation next Friday, and I'm gonna be gone for about a week, like 10 days, because it takes me a little longer. I have to stop and I can't drive 12 hours anymore, so it adds usually a couple of days on. Yeah, right. Let's see. I saw a question floating around there somewhere, and that is a very important question because I screwed up. Yes, Savage, you don't have to make a new one. Just email. Here's what I want you to do. Just email product support. All right. Anybody who actually backed in the first 48 hours, I screwed up on that press release. That's my fault. If you'll email us there, so it should have said it's attached to your Kickstarter email. So if you need, I should have put on there, if you already have a store account, please email us with your account, proper account email, and we'll switch it. So all I got to do is get your email. If you'll email us with the account, your store account email, oh my God, I'll go in there and I'll add that to the list. I didn't have a list to go off, but the ones at Kickstarter, it turns out a lot of people use emails just specifically for crowdfunding, which is fine. No judgment. But I didn't think about that when I typed that up, and I should have put that in there. That's on me, and I apologize. Let's see here. Let me catch up real quick. Let's see. Yeah, so email us there. There it is. There's the email. I hope you you'll get that together. You know, send that over to me. And anybody that did that, that backed the World Building Archives Kickstarter. If you have 2 separate emails, just email us with your store email. You don't have to make a second account. That's crazy. You know what I mean? We don't get merch up on the TLG shop. Well, we have some merch up there already. I know we got T-shirts on there and something else. I'm in charge of the shop now. I've taken it over, so I've got to go through everything that's already on there and make sure it's all fixed and works perfectly. Then I'm gonna go back and start adding new stuff in. So you do at what? What are you talking about, Bean? I don't know what that means. I don't know. Oh, link for the shop. There is a bunch of merch on there. Yeah, so if I go to store, actually, I'll do this. I'll put this in. I should. So that gives you the link to Normal Dwarf canvas prints and our merch right there. So does that merch link work? Wow, that merch link does not work. Holy cow, don't use that link. Crap. I gotta fix that. I don't even know what that is. That is a really weird link. Let me try one more. That's the same thing. Wow, I'll have to fix that. I don't know where that link come from. I don't know. That's crazy. Anyway, here's the store link right here. Did I get it up? Of course, I can't type store. Wow, that's twice in a row. STORE. Learn how to spell check. There we go. I'll have to fix that. That's the wrong link right there. Okay, that's fine. There you go. Let me see. I'm getting fussed at here. Okay. All right. Funny. All right. Some messages coming across from work. It's the way it is early in this morning. It's okay, though. I'll get to them in a little bit. I'm here for you guys now. It's all right. Presuming you can't use coupons on Noble Dwarf? No. No, that has nothing to do with us. That's just a separate shop. We have a partnership with them, and they put all of our art on canvas. It's some pretty stuff, and I did think he runs some stales over there. Now, I am in charge of managing that store as well, so I've got to go over and put some of the new artwork up soon. I want to put some of these dragon canvases up. Have you guys seen the new dragon artwork? I plan on using that in the game this weekend, Tracy. No, I'm joking, of course. Yeah, I know. I've got to get with you and get you a shirt too, because you'd wear it on stream. I know you would. That's important. Check this out. I'll show you guys this new artwork. If I can find. Let me see what I've got here. Actually, let me look over my downloads folder for the name Dragon. See what comes up. Wow. I need a new keyboard. I believe it leaves off word. It leaves off letters. I swear it does. What's up, Mr. Cook? How are you? Yeah, I know. Orange smock. I know. Well, kids. So there's no. Oh, I got an R in front of the. Lord have mercy. Help me. There we go. Now, if I can change this to where I can see it. Extra icon. There we go. Okay, yeah. I've got the green one in here, the black one. Got the white one? I have the white one. Huh. I don't think I have the white one. Let me hop in here. See if I can find it in here. I want to show this to you if I can find it. Oh, there. Oh, I saw him for a second. Tell you what, man. Tell you what. There's no reward. Oh, there it is. The blue one. I don't have the blue one. That is sexy. I'm going to show you guys these dragons real quick. I think you deserve to see them. Now, we've only got 4 of them back from Jason Walton, but they're worth it. Okay, thank you. That's on my list to go through all those books that are up there and fix all that. Thank you, Venom. You know what, Venom? I'm actually going to make a store note right now. Let me do that real quick. Sonorum. categories. All right. Thank you. I will get that. I promise. That helps me. Anytime you guys see something in the store that looks wonky, let me know. I'll definitely take it. What's up, Alan? Good to see you. Hey, Heather. I'm doing good. Doing good. I'm feeling better. I'm still taking my medicine. I just took some more of this delicious antibiotics. But, you know, I'm all right. It's good. I get tired of having these UTIs, though. It kind of sucks. That's too. And, well, it's been a while. It's been, gosh, it has been a while. It's been 6 months. But still, that's more than it should be, right? I don't you know. Any time for getting the rest of the missing mods up on the store? No time frame. Thank you. I'm just basically my plan, Rob, is just to basically work through what's already on there and get it all fixed while doing my other work, of course. And then I'm gonna go back and I'm just going to go through. I've got a whole list of stuff to go through, but I'll be getting them up. I work on the store every morning for at least 2 hours in the mornings in case I have other stuff going on. Like right now, I'm dealing with TrollCon. That's becoming a problem, so I've got to get that squashed. But you know, every day. Oh yeah, I can't wait for Saturday. It's gonna be a good day to play. I'm looking forward to it. Oh yeah, that stuff goes. Yeah, they rip through those Venom quick. Anytime we put something on for sale, it goes quickly. Okay, Matt, did you email product support? I will. Oh, actually, it's pretty done. What is it? I'll look it up on there, Matthew, just to make sure. That's no problem. I don't care to. I'll make sure they get after it. Okay, and it's Matthew Blackwell, I'm assuming, right? A couple weeks ago. It might have got lost in the shuffle or something. There's a lot of emails that come through there. We get about several hundred a day into there. So, and a lot of it's just spam crap, you know. You know how that is. I got one in mine today, and since we moved over mine, I don't normally get that many, but I got one that's more from some dude named Raj in New Delhi that was going to save me a lot of money. You know, I'm going to reach out to him later and see if he can make me a millionaire. I'm pretty excited about it. You know, yeah. All right, let me see here. Let me get these lined up here. So let me get myself my webcam fixed here. Nothing's cooperating today. Okay. Literally clicking on the thing. There we go. Golly, this thing's aggravating this morning. And then I'm just going to shrink myself down over here. Now we'll bring up the first one. This is the one we showed just on stream. This is the Black Dragon that Jason's come up with. What do you think, guys? I think it's pretty badass. I mean, the detail. Okay, no problem. Work calls. I get it. Good luck, buddy. But anyway, there's the Black Dragon. I know. You like that? It looks good, doesn't it, Noble Shield? Yeah. That black one's pretty good. And like we were talking about in the stream yesterday for it, if I go over here and bring it up, and I double click on it there, you'll notice there's all kinds of detail in it, man. It's really surprised me just how Jason adds little stuff in, like he's got the dead dude in the back. Oh, where did it go? What happened there? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's interesting. Let me back up here again. I think I know what the problem is. Is it back? There we go. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, dragon ran away. Yeah, so you've got a guy in the back up against a tree back there, or a column of stone, who's dead. There's a dude in front with blood pouring out of him. The dragon's got blood all over its claws. You know, there's a shield laying there against the rock he's on. But he doesn't look to be hurt, really. He's got blood on his claws. And there's another shield laying in the water. There's another dead guy in the water. So if you start looking at the art, start breaking it up, you'll find all kinds of story elements in here. I mean, obviously these guys look like they could have been adventurers, but they could have been a patrol. Looks like they're all wearing similar armor, same kind of helmets. They don't have any dress on them. There are some weapons on the ground in there. I see what appears to be a pick, a weapon, one of those war picks, you know. Or maybe that's a hammer. That could be a hammer. I can't tell. I'm gonna go in a little. I'm gonna zoom in and see. That is, oh, it's an axe. I was wrong. There's an axe right there, right underneath his claw in the grass right there. Yeah. So this is like, what is that? Where you find like hidden stuff in the pictures or whatever. You know, it's pretty cool. Hey, what's going on, Piper? Good to see you, buddy. I saw you messaged me last night. I haven't looked at it yet, but I will. I promise. Eventually, I get to it. I promise. What's up? TRL, how you doing? If you look at the knight in front, you can presume he's dead. It's still in his helmet as it is on his body. Oh, you know what? Dude, I had not thought about that. Just now. Yes. It looks like he's lost his... I mean, maybe. You can't see the head, right? Shit, I didn't think about that. That's awesome. Head cannon would be patrol, so that's why the adventurers get asked to kill their... Oh, yeah. It makes sense, Noble Shield. Yeah, then there's the reason for sending the adventurers out, because patrols are being killed by something deep and dank in the swamps, right? That looks like a spooky ass swamp. Looks like something out of Valheim. I swear. Oh yeah, the spear sticking up. I didn't even notice that until you said something. Yeah, so obviously more outside of the picture than we can see, right? Let's see the next one I have, and I'm going to have to look and see what I have here. Okay, these are JPEGs, so they should shrink down really good because I have to be careful. You never know what's going to happen. So I'm going to switch this one over. Properties, and we're going to go with, let me show you the white dragon next. I think I showed it on stream not too long ago. Now this is the bad part about it, is I have to shut it off for just a second so I can resize it, because these pictures are massive. I get copies from what goes in the books, right? So, and I don't have time to shrink them down really. I mean, I do if I have time, but these I just grabbed off the website or wherever I saw them at earlier for us. Okay, so we'll put you right here. We'll rest you up. All right, here comes the white dragon. Again, more detail as you can tell. I mean, you've got, obviously right off the bat, you've got a boat in the water and this white dragon's attacking it. The water's got what looks to be some dolphins or porpoises in the water. Interestingly enough, there is ice back on the mountains, but and way behind us is massive icy mountain. But to the left is some land that doesn't look to be covered in ice. So definitely northern. The ship itself has got a crew on it. Looks like they're trying to battle with it. It is literally ripped off the front part of the ship. I can't think of what that's called. You know, so these are, I don't want to call them Vikings, but they definitely had a thing on the front of it, right? Are they there on porpoise? I don't know, Alan. I see what you're doing. You're cracking jokes, right? Right? Is there another dead guy laying in the water just under the dragon's claw? There was on the other one. On this one here, I'm catching all the birds and stuff. Nothing more in the water. I'm gonna go up the top. Up top, we've got. Wait, hold on. Is that another dragon up there? It is another dragon. I've zoomed in on my computer, and it's coming from what looks to be some sort of ruin. So there's multiple dragons in this picture going after the ship. The ship is doomed, right? Yeah, you just read what I said there, Noble. Showed exactly reading. We're synced. Where's the new walrus art? I don't have that yet. I don't think there's going to be a new walrus. No, I'm just joking with you. Yeah, those guys are definitely doomed. White water dragon. I see what you're doing here. What's up, Cannibal? Hey, Troy, I did actually get time while I was sick to go over your stuff in the hospital. And I'm going to message you later and give you some of my thoughts for sure. I did. Let's see. Ruined lighthouse. You know, maybe that is a ruined lighthouse. I hadn't thought about that. I guess it would be. It's on the edge of a mountaintop there, so I don't really know. Could be a tower. I like how they leave just enough detail out to where you have to kind of use your imagination to fill in what that is, right? Yeah, it could be an entrance to the mountain. Oh, yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Maybe it's set into the mountain. You can't quite tell if it's set into the mountain or if it's on a mountain that's separate, a smaller hillhawk from the main mountain. I mean, it could just be set up against it, right in it, and then that comes out in front. I feel like dragons get ignored a lot. Nice to see them getting some cool art. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and though we've got new dragons in the MTNA, you know, the new air one, we kept all the traditional metallic ones, you know, in the MT, of course, with new art, of course, right? Got to have all the classics. So if you look in our MTNA book and you look up, like, say, for example, the green, well, like the white dragon, for example, okay? We do have a white dragon on there, and I'm going to show it to you as soon as I can find my freaking book. Oh, man, guys, where I've been sick, I've got stuff piled up everywhere on my desk. Let's see, I'll put that there. Keys. Here we go. So to give you an example, so people don't get confused, right? And the Monsters and Treasures of Aird, go to dragons right here. You'll see, like, for example, I could see where someone would say, let me see. Let me find. This is probably not a good example, but I'll show it to you anyway. Well, let's see. We just looked at the black dragon, right? So this is the gold sleeve, which is white with gold trimming, right? So it's not quite a white dragon, but someone might see that and think it's a white dragon, right? But for another example, where is the Talon Dragon? I was trying to find it. I think it's called Talon Dragon. See, we've got lesser and greater. Here it is. Yeah, the Bone Dragon. So you would think that might be a black dragon, right? You know, just because outward appearances, you see a creature skulking through there. It looks like it's dragon-like, but it's black dragon. But these in this book will deceive the shit out of you. Just like the green dragon back here. I think we named it the Greenwood Dragon, right? Think of Ed Greenwood. But is it a green dragon? It's a dragon that's green colored. Does it breathe poisonous gas? No, it does not. It breathes spores. So similar colored dragons, but not the classics for sure. Yeah. Bob Ross would be happy, proud, happy little mountains. Yeah. Speaking of dragons, it just me, or do you not see dragons used in games often anymore? You know, it's interesting how the game that started all this, D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, games have definitely moved on to all kinds of different manner of creatures for sure. And I've also seen a huge growth in the sci-fi part. I love sci-fi myself, post-apocalyptic, as most of you guys know, but I like classic fantasy too. But yeah, dragons are. But you know, I don't really run them in my games much because I want to keep them, you know, mysterious, rare, powerful. You know, that kind of thing. I don't want them to turn into orcs. You know, I mean, granted, I could kill people as they're powerful and whatever, but that's not the point. I want people to be terrified of them. You know, people should see a dragon far off and be like turning the other direction with no thought. You know what I mean? Like these guys here in this boat, right? They should know that they were screwed the moment it came down, let alone the second one. I mean, you know what I mean? It should be something that you just don't run into unless either A, you're looking for it, right? Or you're just a complete fool and you're in an area that's known to have. And typically, you know, you think about this. I would think this anyways. Unless you were in a wasteland or some area where it was low population, if there was even a decent amount of villages around, they would know where dragons reside and they would be able to tell people, stay away from that mountain. There's an ancient red-colored dragon that lives there or whatever, right? Yeah, but yeah, dragons must be reserved for that special case. Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm going to switch off for a moment and bring you another dragon. Let me go over these. I really love this artwork, so I really was jazzed you guys let me show it off to you. I showed you the black one. I showed you the white one. Here's the new blue one. Done. And I think it's going to fit just fine. We'll bring it right up right now. There it is. That's the new blue one. And again, we'll break this one down. Let's see. I got some more comments here. Science fiction is my first love. Yeah. I used a green dragon as campaign villain. He killed the king and shapeshifting king. Oh, that's cool, dude. What adventure are going to do since they keep reporting to him? Dragons are hard to use because they're very strong and done right. Yeah, absolutely. It's not something you should just a wave of a hand, right? Now this guy here. So he's crossing what looks to be a river, shallow river. He's got lightning coming out of the sky hitting him, of course, because we know the blue dragons love lightning. He's got a bunch of deer down below him. It looks like he's not attacking them. They're just basically running from him. In the background, it looks like there's some sort of ruins. Looks like a bridge leading over to a castle, maybe. And maybe that's his lair. Maybe it's an old ancient castle and he just lairs in it. You know? Looks hungry, got a snack. Yeah. What's more deadly in that picture, the blue dragon or the stream of water? Well, that water is actually not that shallow. I thought it was till I looked at the deer that's in there. Some of those deer, it's up to their legs. So it's deceivingly shallow because of the large creature next to it, right? You know? Yeah. Well, you know, we're trying to get a lot more better. Our art is definitely changing a little bit. And Jason, you can't say enough about Jason's tribute covers, you know, right? Hey, nice to see you watching all day. Well, thank you very much, Tenacious. That's very nice of you. Let's see. That my Aqueduct Bridge. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know. Wait, is he holding a deer? Oh shit, he is holding a deer. I didn't see that, man. Wow, that is rather interesting. Oh, interesting. I think I need to do this over here. Let me go to this. Click here. All right, excellent. All right, back to what I was doing here. Let me catch up with chat real quick. That may be an aqueduct. Yeah, bridge. About the only thing I would change about dragons is loosen up the alignments and not restrict good and evil solely on metal and color. Yeah, I do that a lot myself now in my games. I mean, it's fine. You know, it's like anything. You take anything in a book and change it, right? My favorite is to switch out breath weapons, like have a blue dragon that breathes, gas, right, or something, because then that really blows people's minds, and it's totally possible, right? Sorry, just checking something here. Weird. Um, Dragons look like evolved dinosaurs. Yeah, I think so. Is there any specific topic today? No, George. I think we got off on talking about the art of the dragons for right now. I'm just about through them though. Vince is snapped together. Yeah, I know. I didn't realize he's got a damn deer in his hand. He is feeding on them. That's crazy. I would never have known that. All right, the last one. It would be the green dragon. Let me find Mr. Green here for you. Ah, there he is. I just need to get over here and I'll close him out. And let's see. Oh, I guess I need to do this. Further down my history. There it is. All right, and then I'll bring it up. There it is, the green dragon. Look at that, beautiful. You see, again, that could very easily be misunderstood as being a greenwood dragon that breathes spores, or something like that. You see what I was getting at earlier, right? The realm of fantasy, just about anything's possible. That's right. I love green dragons. I think they're my favorite. They are the most willing to play the long game and not let their temper. No, they'll sleep in a forest for years. They don't care. How its T Rex got its arm back. So this one here, we've got guys in the background that look on for they look like adventures back there. You'll see just above his tail on a hill. They look like adventures to me. Different types of weapons and so forth. They're staring at this dragon who is standing on or sitting on, I guess standing on a bunch of bones. Look like there's lots of animal bones. I don't think any of those are human bones, but they're definitely animal bones. It looks like this is basically where he sits and eats in the forest as he languishes and waits out time, right? Yeah, the Adventures of Back's pretty cool how they're just checking him out and watching him. That's one thing I can say about Jason and these dragon picks. He's made sure that each one of them's different in their own little way, which is cool. He could have just done static, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? But he made sure they all had their. I like this art. It gives me an idea on running adventures like this one right here. I already have an adventure, you know, that the dragons, this is where he eats, you know. Perhaps the dragon, this is not his lair. Perhaps his lair is somewhere else in the forest, but he comes here to eat because it's out in the open, and it pretty much sets the tone that he's the master of this forest, right? And he just eats whatever he's going to eat, his prey, in front of everybody. You know, I'm holding court right now, right? And he could very well have a lair somewhere else deeper in the forest, and perhaps they don't know that, but he does. And that's why he's kind of looking over that way. Because he's just like, oh look, I've got visitors. Who knows? You can see his thoughts. Yeah, I can't see her here. Just a little closer. I just got here, so I missed what these pictures go on. Oh, these are going in the new M&T, Colonel. They're for the new Monsters and Treasure for the OGL release. We're getting new art out, and as we get new art in for new monsters, I like to show them off. I don't know. You guys have probably already seen all the other new artwork. Have you seen it already? If you hadn't, I'll show it to it real quick if you want. I mean, it's loaded up here. All I have to do is cut it off and cut this on. And we'll start with this one right here first. That's the Eye Stalker. May or may not look like other creatures you fought in D&D over the years, but we're calling it the Eye Stalker, right? Yeah, Nav, you're right about that green dragon for sure. Yeah, yeah. So that's the Eye Stalker right there. Next up is our dragon turtle, right? The dragon turtle. Actually, you know what? Let me put all these on right here. That's it. And we'll go with the Eye Stalker. And now we're on the dragon turtle. There we go. There's the dragon turtle. There's the dragon turtle. You think so? You think it looks creepier than the other kind? Yeah, I guess so. The smile threw me off a little bit, but then again, it also signifies intelligence. And what is he doing? It looks like he's floating someone. He's actually got someone in his grasp mentally, right? Yeah, you know what? That's actually kind of scary now to think about it. Yeah, and those little arms, man, that's kind of creepy too. So we did a little bit of a thing, you know. Question: if contracting a minis company for the dragons and the rest would not be in cards, would it be willing to go to the 3DS files route? I don't know, Sweeper. We're talking about it. We want to do some cool stuff for the Kickstarter, of course, like that. And I would love to have a select amount of either the dragons or some new creatures or whatever. You know, have some minis of them. We could certainly do STL files. I don't know if we could do physical. I'd like to, but that gets more complicated, more money, right? But I think it would be kind of cool. Yeah, I love crafting. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the dragon turtle. Let me show you that real quick. There's the dragon turtle. I like that. Pretty standard as far as what I'm used to thinking about dragon turtles. I do like the fact that he made the shell on it. Whoever did this one made it massively big with those pointed spikes coming off of it. Though, you know, I suppose you could do one with trees and all that nonsense. I can't think of what those things are called in mythology. Those big turtles that people live on, right? That stalker reminds me of the old Beholder Valentine's Day card. Oh, yeah, that's where that's from. You know, Mr. Cook, you're absolutely correct. I remember that. Oh, and hey, I forgot to tell you guys something. We are doing a stream over here on twitch.tv/TrollLordGames if you want in on the giveaway to win a $10 gift code from our store for a PDF product. There's the link. If you can see it, it's TrollLordGames.tv/Troller. It's twitch.tv/TrollLordGames. Anyways, I can't give giveaways across the platform, so you'd have to come over here, unfortunately, from YouTube or wherever, you know, Twitter, whatever. But anyway, we're having one going if you want to enter. Let's see. Give Stephen King nightmares. That's for sure. The aquatic realm gives it approval. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about using it. That's for sure. Hey, what's up, Bill Allen? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. I ain't talked to you in forever. Busy circles, but good to see you. I'm glad you've come in. Awesome. Let's see. Dragon Turtle. We're going to go with Dragon Turtle. We're going to go to the next one, which is called the Deep One. And there's the Deep Ones right there. The Deep Ones, as you know, is what we're calling these guys here. I think they've been called other things in other fantasy games, but you can tell they're pretty savage underwater aquatic race, right? Yeah. Maybe you guys can meet some of them Saturday, Heather. Bean, that'd be fun, right? Along with the new dragon, right? Chibi Shoggoth. Yeah, that's pretty nice, isn't it, right? Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it going in the book too. Lots of good art coming through. So we're pretty tickled about that. That's for sure. So yep. Next up would be, and there'll be stats for, I think for these guys, we're going to have stats for like, you know, groups and stuff too. It won't be just the one. We'll do it like we normally do all the other humanoids and stuff. You know how that goes. Chief and all that, sub chief, you know, blah, blah, blah. He looks almost goblin-like, doesn't he? But he's still not, you know, right? She said no. Chuck, did you know it comes up from below a ship that refuses to pay tribute to it, impels the hull with its shell spikes, and takes its ship where it wants to? Dude, that's awesome. I mean, I can see that. That makes a lot of sense. He doesn't necessarily have to breathe fire on him. He just comes up underneath him and holds it. And guess what? He'll take it where he wants to. He'll pull underneath. It'll sink, and there he's got his tribute, right? Yeah, that's pretty funny on that one. I hadn't thought about that. All right, so moving on. I'm anxious to show you the next one. I lost a brand new Call of Cthulhu character to a deep one on the first encounter of the campaign. Crypt failed a sanity check. Yeah, I'm sure, man. I'm sure. I use Sandy in my game some, a little bit. I don't use it hardcore or anything, but I do like to every once in a while when you need something very unusual, that could be, scary, then especially if it's using some sort of mental powers against you. And that's another thing I like to use Sandy for is for that kind of stuff. 'Cause it's when you feel that your whole body's turning against you, that's got to be freaking you out, right? Oh, Phantom, are you sure that's a self-portrait of you? I don't know. I'm pretty sure last time I saw you, you were wearing a shirt, but I could be wrong. All right, next up, and one of the ones I'm very, very excited about, is the Mind Ravager. There he is. Siege of Horror book. Yeah, this would be a good one for the Siege of Horror. Look at that thing, man. Nasty, nasty business right there. So we've sort of took a little bit of a Troll Lord take on the whole, Mind Flayer thing, right? With their own creature. You like that? Isn't that sweet? It's like a Grail, kind of, with the brain coming off, and then you got the tentacles and stuff. It's terrifying, and it really is. And what I like best about this picture is how he's collected all these amulets around his belt. I don't know what those are for. He's got one around his. You'll notice that one around there is a different color, so it's lit up. So maybe those are protective devices he wears. I don't know. Yeah, I know it is Nightmare Fuel. We should do this one, Heather. That would be fun to encounter, right? When a Grail and a Mind Flayer love each other very much. What's different from a Mind Flayer? Well, I mean, stat-wise, probably not much. Let's be honest. But we wanted to go with a different name and look. That's why we come up with the Mind Ravager, right? And then, of course, give it a little bit of a different look about it. But it'll be pretty much the same. You know what I mean? Oh, well. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't have any eyes. It uses its brain for that, right? I kind of think of these guys are being super psionists. We always thought Mind Flayers were anyway, but these guys are super, super. Their powers are so powerful that they can see through their mind, right? So kind of neat. Yeah, I like it. Anyways, you could just call him Steve. Yeah, we could, or Tom. Josh. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, the next one up is the Displacer Cat. Not beast, but cat. Doesn't need eyes when it can sense. Yeah, exactly. There's the Displacer Cat. Let's see. The eyes make it creeper and cooler. Add a clear protective dome and it becomes a thing from outer space. Oh, yeah. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, you could totally do that. That's for sure. The no eyes. Yeah, I know. It does. It's weird because you want it to look humanoid, but it's not human. Now, this thing here is interesting because we went with a different sort of attitude about the way the cat looks, right? It's leopard-like, right? Still got the tentacles. Where is that kitty? I'm never sure. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what we're trying to go a little bit of a different take. So we kind of stand out a little different, And with a jaguar / leopard sort of body and stuff, it's got some talents to it. You can definitely go a different way with it because again, maybe it's not exactly the same, right? Again, that's the beauty of CNC. You change it up however you like. It doesn't break anything, right? 6 feet. Oh, you caught that. That's right. It's got 6 legs on it, so it's very fast. Not only is it fast, but it's got tentacles and it can move around, it can shift, so. Let's see. I got one more left. One more. No, I've got 2 more actually. The next one up is I'm the Druid. Oh, you are the Druid. I forgot about that. Hey, Dead Hand, good morning to you. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun. Shit, help me. It's eating me. Yeah, I know. That's exactly what that'd be like. I may have to do that Saturday. I will tell you this, Bean and Heather. These things do reside down where you're at. Most of the stuff that I've showed on this stream are in the area you're in. Oh, I'm not lying. It's just by happenstance, but it's the truth, actually. Especially this next one here. Okay. The Sioux Monster. Oh, look at him. Look at him eating someone's brain. Those things are definitely an inclunade. We'd have a mount. Oh, yeah, whatever. Y'all are crazy. Hexapodial creatures are interesting. Yeah. Taco reacts to the displacer cat. That's a lot of murder beans. So this thing here is a Sioux monster. It's an old AD&D monster. Think of it sort of like a monkey that is really, really tough and mean and likes to eat brains. Yeah, yeah, they were a thing back in the day. We're trying to bring back some of the old school stuff, you know. I like how you're adding all my Sonic monsters. Gotta have Sonic monsters, man, you know. And we're gonna have Sonic rules, and I don't know if he's putting them. I think we're gonna put them in the CKG. I can't remember. I mean, I don't think we're gonna put any new rules in the PHP. We're trying to stay away from that, but they'll be in there. With built-in seatbelts. Yeah, the monster's favorite food is Twilight Ales. Oh my! Did you hear that? The monster's favorite food is Twilight Elves. I wonder if there's anybody that plays a Twilight Elf hanging out in chat today. I don't know. What do you think, guys? You think it's possible? This Pleasure Beast just wants to give hugs. Jangle of Incluno. I won't lie. I'm kind of building that out to be very dangerous because it's a savage place. It's a savage frontier. You know, there's no law there. There was some law. Originally, there was no law. And then the Notians came along and tried to build their empire down there. And some law, some, very much, very little. Think of like Mastica or like even Spanish exploration, you know, in the 1600s, you know, and earlier on. You know what I mean? But then Unclar came, ruined that party. And then, of course, when he got defeated, it's just laid there with no... Everything's just kind of... Inclunade, you know, interestingly enough, Inclunade kind of moves along. No matter what happens in the rest of the main part of the continent of the world, it still remains a savage place. You know, Unclar took it over. He sent armies down there. They put down a rebellion. Everybody worshiping Astrobolus, the snake god, right? But they put down the rebellion and all that. But did they build tons of forts, have tons of armies running everywhere? No, because it's a savage place. He just didn't want any kind of opposition to his rule. Now, is there some locations that belong to Unclar military down there? Oh, I'm sure there is. And I'm sure they're probably deserted or at very best occupied by folks that either A, no longer worship Unclar, or B, still worship Unclar. Who knows? You know, like the Lobane Orcs, right? They're all about Unclar still. And they're a tough bunch. And they would be the kind of troops, along with Unger and his shock troops, that he would have sent down there to put down that rebellion, because Lobane Orcs don't play around, right? I don't know if you guys are familiar with them or not, but that's a race of orcs that was built in Offstrag, which was the tower that Unclar ruled from. And those were created in the pits of Offstrag. And those Lobane Orcs, let me tell you, they're militarized weapons. They're all, 12th, 15th level. You know, they have weapons sewn into their flesh. I mean, they're just barbaric. Anyways, so there's a good chance you can meet some of those as well. Let's see. Yeah, I like the Monster Idol concept for sure. For sure, absolutely. Yeah. I want a campaign shirt to wear at cons. I survived the Jones Luke Grenade. You know, that would be, when do we get the expansion? Dude, that's probably 2-3 years off. I don't know. I'd have to sit down and really dig into it, which I've started. I'm building me out a wiki for it so I can keep track of everything better, right? The colonial Central Americas. Yeah, interesting. That's kind of what I'm going with the whole feel of it, sort of, right? It's Mesoamerican. Steve said that, so I went with that, right? But I've also included elements of like, King Kong, Monster Isle, Godzilla, Slee Stacks, all kinds of terrifying shit, right? Put the isle off the coast of the jungle and make the local want nothing to do with it. Yeah. There's definitely a few islands like that are taboo. The natives won't go there. And there's two main tribes in Inclunade. There's the Inclu and the Naid or Nade. And basically both of those were brought under the yoke of Unclar, as well as the Enotians. The Enotians. But after the Enotians lost foothold on Inclunade, and it became sort of independent again, and during the time of the growing rebellion against Unclar, the Inclu sort of maintained their favoritism of civilization, whereas the Naid retreated back into the jungles and returned to their tribal ways, of worshiping natural gods, or like the snake god, and turning their back on the normal pantheon of gods that Naird, including Unclar, and they wanted nothing to do with civilization or technology of any type. They like spears, they like bones. They're very, 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 what's the term I'm looking for? They're very primitive. God, I cannot think this morning. Let me catch up. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll see about getting us a shirt that says that eventually. I promise you, I do want one. That would be badass. Would it be a good fit for the Isle of Dread module? Absolutely. And that's one of my inspirations. I won't lie. I love that module. That's probably my favorite thing that they ever put out for D&D ever is that Isle of Dread. I mean, I love other stuff too, but I absolutely love that because that right there was a setting of its own, right? Let's see. Again, we haven't really survived it yet. Not yet. You've not quite survived it yet. Yeah, I love Sleep Stacks too, and that's another mental creature, right? Okay. Now we're talking. That's right. Yep. Oh wow. Now I have to play a character called Enoch. Stone Age tech for them. Yeah, Stone Age tech, exactly. Whereas the Inclunade, the Include, they still keep metallurgy and stuff. They still do blacksmithing. They wear armor. Those same things, right? Now there are the Ethereum, which is a race of humans that were the first humans to ever arrive in Inclunade. There's very few of them. They've been around for before Unclar, but they keep to themselves. Very mysterious people. Very mysterious. I like to think of them as being humans of ancient knowledge, right? And then, of course, there's a few dwarves around because dwarves settled the planet. They were the first ones to build in Inclunade, as elsewhere. Hell, there's even an underground dwarven city off the coast of Inclunade, out in the ocean, several hundred miles to the east. So there's a few dwarves around, but again, they're either dwarves that have came there. There can be any race that's come over on boat or whatever, right, or teleport or whatever. But there are some dwarves that are native there that go back from ancient times. But again, not a lot that remember the old ways. There are some, right? And then, of course, you've got, there's gnomes, right? Halflings are different there. So there's not normally halflings native to Inclunade. So the ones that I did put there, I kind of placed them as being more feral, more cannibalistic, I think. The inspiration for that, I will defend to the end of the day, is from the Player's Handbook, actually. I had to think where the book was at. And this is where I got the inspiration for that. Because I don't know, it just seemed befitting, right? So if you go in here in the Player's Handbook and you turn to Halfling, right? One of my favorite pieces of art in all of our books. I don't know, it resonated with me early on. Oh, I'm in classes. I should probably skip to races. Here we go. Where are you at, Halfling? I'm not out of. Here we go. Jeez. Right here it is. Where are you at? Oh, wait. Why am I not seeing the picture? Is it in? Oh, I know why. Because it's under Barbarian. Second. I forgot that these are barbarians that are doing this. Here we go. I got it. I'll catch up real quick. Hey, what's up, Frank? Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. The dwarves have a comparative high-tech culture. Yes. All this island talk makes me think of getting my game. I have an island of huge beasts and small humans, but all humans have evolved small to escape huge beasts. Yeah. I bet the best thing about doing Inclunade is that not a lot was written about it, so the way you're writing is kind of turning into canon. It is, as long as he approves it. He is the all-father of the planet, so he could say, that's stupid as shit, get it out, and I'd have to pick it out. But you're absolutely correct, Cyrus, that's for sure. So here's the picture that really got me thinking about halflings in Inclunade. You guys see that? Okay? See what they're doing to that mouther? It's just savage, right? And I thought, I could see halflings being so small and, they don't really live underground or whatever. They're pretty much surface dwellers. They would probably have to develop different tendencies than like much larger creatures. I mean, gnomes are magical and they tend to they can dwell, in places hidden. But halflings are almost like humans in a way, right? So I saw them as being almost having to turn almost savage to survive the savage lands of Inclunade, right? Yeah. So you get that, right? You get that. Dark Sun halflings. I know. That's not wrong. Yeah, that's not wrong. I've thought about that in comparison. We got one more monster show, and then I got to cut out of here. I've got to go have a meeting about TrollCon. Because I've got to go back and get a new contract from them. We're fighting over the money because it's just so expensive. Anyway, last one. This will go out to you guys that like the water so much. All right, especially you, Troy. Ice Stalker of the Deep. it out. There he is. Eye stalker of the deep. There you go. Look at that thing. They did a hell of a job with it. I love the larger lobster arm on it. And the way the eye is so, I don't know, it's almost like it's in a shell. You know that? You see that? Like a clam shell for the head. Hey, Epi, good morning. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, the crappy onlooker. That's pretty funny. It should be crabby. The crabby onlooker. You may have met crabby. Maybe. I don't know. Lunch. Crunchy and good with drawn butter. See, I'll tell you a funny story, Heather. I've never had lobster. Because I grew up eating shrimp off the boat. Loved it. And then in my early 40s, I still had never had lobster. I acquired the allergic reaction to shellfish. So now I can no longer eat shrimp or lobster. You know, I can eat clams. They're a mollusk. But, yeah, sad. No lobster, no coffee. Oh, it molts and is weak while the new shell hardens. Hey, Tim, shine that glow right over here. I'm trying to pick this treasure chest lock. Oh, thanks. That is better. Turns around. Well, shit. Yep. Oh, you had shrimp off the boat. I did. We used to go down to Merle's Inlet every summer and get right off the boat in South Carolina. Did it for years and years. Well, growing up, once I got into my teens and started to drive, I started chasing other things in life besides shrimp. And I probably didn't go as much. We didn't go as much, and then eventually we stopped going. I went a few times, but not the old days of the shrimp off the boat. It wasn't my whole life or whatever. So some sympathy. Come on. That creature's special attack is the shellfish allergy. Shit. Oh, come on, Raffle. The big man needs a CKG. Oh, give me a break, Alan. Doing session 0 for CNC campaign this evening. Nice. Session 0 is always good. I'll tell you what I do. My session 0s are actually session -1 and 0. -1 is what I do is I actually take them through a scenario in an arena where they just basically use fighters. I just give them a very simple fighter. This is your fighter. Okay? These are his scores. This is his bonus to hit. This is his bonus to damage. This is his armor class. These are his hit points. These are his weapons. And that's it. Right? I don't even go into much detail because I want them just to understand the process of rolling a D8 for the weapon or rolling a D20 to hit. Right? And then eventually, as they go through this little scenario where they're fighting these creatures, right? They're in this arena. I've got like a thing of water, like a river between them. It's just a pool of water with a bridge going over it. So, and there's a few columns around. And eventually what happens is some of them will say, well, can I try to hide behind a column? Or can I climb this wall? Or can I swim across? Or whatever. And when they ultimately ask that, that's when I introduce checks to them, right? Once I have the checks down and they kind of understand how the checks work, right? What I do then is I have a final battle with them, and I include spells. Everybody gets a spell. I know it's not normal rules, but I just explain to them you're learning mechanics. So all you have a fire spell, and you've got a magic bolt spell or whatever, you know. Basically, I give them a magic missile, a fire spell, a frost spell, oh, and something else, something simple that they can just say, I'm going to cast this spell. Okay, it goes off and it does this. It's just so they learn how combat works in my games, right? Because I have a very rigid way I do things with, starting with, you know, we do a group initiative. Everybody tells me what they're doing. I just want 4 answers. It's either going to be non-combat, spell, ranged, melee. And that's it. That's all I need to know. So I get them to that. Then the final battle is I let them fight each other. Right? Once they think they've got that down, usually it doesn't take very long, a session or so. The next session we meet, they build characters, and then I kill the characters off before the end of the session. I let them experience what it's like to die in CNC. So they understand the penalties of not having, especially they come from another game where they have, like say 5e, where they've got death saves and stuff. It's important they understand it's a different level of play. I shouldn't say levels the right word because that requires one's better than the other, but it's just different. You know what I mean? It's more realistic in a fantasy game. You know, dangerous, right? All right, let me catch up with the comments here real quick. How much you think that one claw goes for at a local tavern? Oh my God. Mr. Krabby's hanging out with SpongeBob. Oh, you guys are awesome. Hit them with a fake crab price first and then hit them with the real price later. You know what they say about creatures with spikes, their protection from being eaten. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Let's see. Haven't been Calabash long. You guys are cracking me up. Oh, Benji's homebrew map says my volume is at max. I can't hear anything. Really? Benji, I don't know. I think everybody else is hearing us okay. I'm not sure. I pitched a bit of plot from David Gemmell, so I'm having Goblin Tribes. And oh, that sounds good. Good. Midst. I can see an entire adventure with a goal for the adventurers to gather and turn one of those claws. You guys are hilarious. I can hear it. It's just like whisper volume. So this is a Twitter issue. It very well could be, my friend. That's interesting. Yeah, well, Noble Shields on Twitter. He can hear. I'm not sure, buddy. I'm not sure. Being out trolling for fish, you pulled this up. Dude, I can't wait to use one of those. It'll be cool. Maybe it's what we'll do, Heather. We'll do it on the Saturday game. I'll get all you guys. We'll get everybody together. Especially, I need to get Courtney back in the game too. And send you on a mission to get you a deep one here for a lobster for maybe an Ogre King or something. I don't know. How pissed would that beast be? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I know exactly. All right, well, listen, I've got to do the giveaways and get out of here. I am running behind desperately. So let me get this. Let me switch over to here. Now, actually, let me bring this up so I can see chat. Then I'm gonna here this in, and then I'm gonna flip it over. Nope, it didn't go. Sometimes this tech stuff is not isn't cooperative at all. There we go. There, come on. All right, here we go. So we got some giveaways for some $10 codes. Expert Support raffle if you want to enter. I'm getting ready to close it out. Mayor's Cup, yes. Yeah, I'm good. UTIs are no fun, as everybody knows. And it had me down a little bit. What's bad, Heather, is I tripped and fell and about killed my left heel, too. I've been using a cane. I'm not on it much now, but I've had an interesting weekend for sure. It wasn't relaxing, that's for sure. Monster Cuisine Hunters. Oh, my God. You guys are funny. I'm closing the entries out. All right. So the first winner for a $10 code is going to be DM Chris 1972. Chris, I think you've won before. There's a link to our Discord. If you'll go over and hit Obsidian Risk Up, he'll get you a code. And then our last winner is Sweeper AZ. I know you've won before, Sweeper. So if you want to hit them up for a code, that'd be great. Fantastic. Excellente. That is good. I'm going to switch back over. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll raid out of here and we'll raid into Mike Moans. He's streaming some painting this morning. I like Mike. He's a good dude. We'll go over and see him. Let me get the raid set up here. Just a second. Where are you at, Mike? There you go. All right. Congrats. That's right, Willie. Congrats to everyone who won. I love doing giveaways. Makes me happy. All right. We'll get this raid going here. Right. The raid has been created. You have a wonderful day, Chuck. Hope it's productive. It will be very productive today. I am feeling good this morning. I've got to go get the TrollCon thing knocked out. And then I've got to go, I got to do some more con stuff. And then I got a bunch of work on the store, of course. Normal things, right? Much love to everybody. Peace out, everybody. Thank you so much. And we will catch you guys tomorrow evening at 4:30 again, Central, for our big weekly stream with the folks. We'll also be doing the raffle drawings on tomorrow's stream for those Eastmark folios that Gary Gygax signed back when we published that for him. So those will be really cool. You need to come around and check that out. That'll be good. We'll be doing some special giveaways. Should be a good time tomorrow evening. We go live at 4:30 and we'll be on until about 5:30 or so Central. So come by and see us. Yes, you got a code, Sweeper. Absolutely. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. We're going to raid out now. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Much peace to you. Troza! Peace out. After I click this button.